Welcome to Coaching Genius Lives. Today I want to talk about how to brave your story and why it's so important for us to be able to brave that story that we have on the inside. Every one of us have a story worth to tell. Now, regardless of where we come from, the background, the cultures, the experiences, every single person have an important story. Maybe it's not to tell the world, maybe it's to tell you as an individual, but I want you to be able to live your story. We're not trying to live someone else's story. Too often in our careers, we're trying to be like someone, we're trying to do that for someone, we're trying to achieve that for someone. But what is it that you really want for yourself? That is the important part, right? To brave your story means this: to be unafraid, unabashed about what others think about you, just to live confidently, because that's who you are, because you are you. Be the brave you. Now, sometimes being brave means this, that maybe the way you think about things, maybe the way you think about life might be different from the general population. Or maybe the way you think about career or maybe relationships might be different from the way the general population sees. And that doesn't mean you're any lesser. So today we have seen all those things, right? A majority often say this, majority says that, and we kind of have a society when it's convenient, we go by the majority. When it's not convenient, we go by the minority, right? And no wonder today people are confused. Why is it that sometimes consensus we take the majority and sometimes we say, okay, we got to be sensitive to the minority? What exactly are all this about? Well, if we put all those things aside, it's about having individual voices shine. When I say brave your story in the coaching program is this, it's about helping you realize who you are on the inside and helping you to find a deeper sense of yourself. Recently, I was having a coaching session with several coaches, and one of the interesting facets was this. One coach asked me, he said, you know what, Jedi, I'm curious. Everyone around me have a dream. Everyone is sharing their dreams of where they want to be in 30 years' time, 40 years' time. But as I'm hearing all these different things, I'm asking myself, I never had a dream, you know. The way I see dreams are very different from the rest. I don't even consider that at all. In her world, to her, she doesn't see dreams like the rest of the world. To her, she sees the enjoyment of every single day. She's satisfied, she's satiated with every single thing that's happening in her life for her. Is there anything wrong with that? Absolutely not. That is perfectly okay, because that's who she is. And that's the beauty of it all. The beauty of it all, it's not about trying to be someone else. It's not about trying to do like someone else. The beauty of it all is that, hey, I can be who I am. I don't have to try to be someone else. I can be who I am, be the authentic self. Today, we want leaders who are authentic, not leaders who are trying to be like someone, leaders who are trying to disguise, having a certain front, having a certain facade. We're not knowing who they truly are. Today, you have coaches as well, trying to coach people, but they're not really congruent to who they are. They call themselves by certain titles, certain prefixes, but you know what? As you talk to them, it seems almost like it's like a plastic, right? I'm almost talking to a plastic person, not knowing who the person really is. Your authentic self, it's one of the best tools you can ever have. So I've heard many people say, you know what, Jedi, how do I be better, more confident in speaking? As an executive voice coach, one thing I help many executives do is to find their voice in their stories. It's not about trying to speak better. It's not about trying to articulate the words. It's not about trying to enunciate. It's not about trying to have different vocal inflections and stuff. No. The best communication, it's about being authentic, genuine, real in your communication with another person. Even if it's broken in English, even if it's broken in sentence structure, in the synthesis of sentence structure or the syntax, it doesn't matter. What matters most is that in the communication process, am I talking to another human being? Am I speaking to the individual who I can resonate with? Am I speaking to someone who doesn't have any facade? Am I speaking to someone who's real and honest, who can have a conversation with me? You know what? Today, people are yearning to have and talk to someone who is real. Too often, there are many facades about, you know, this is what it should be, that is what it should be, I should be talking this, I should be talking that. But who is that real person? I want to talk to that real person today. Right? And that's the beauty about braving your story. Braving your story is not about trying to be, but it's about being first. Then the doing will come. The doing, it's not forced, it's unhinged, it's unhindered. Doing follows after the being. And the beauty of braving your story is this, that you know what? You can write your own legacy. You can write your own legacy. And that's the beauty about braving your story. Braving your story is about looking beyond yourself and saying, hey, you know what? How can I contribute to the rest of society? How can I contribute to the next generation of young people, next generation of leaders, the next generation of coaches? How do I help them? My purpose here on this YouTube channel is to really inspire coaches all around the world, because I've seen such content quality around the world that many times people are not getting enough learnings. And I hope these videos are helping people inspire, because every single video here are meant to help you, to give you, encourage you, give you a tip, give you a tool to really inspire and go deeper than ever before. So there you have my one tip for braving a story is this: to be that voice of authenticity in your own life. Not around the world, but in your own world, to be that authentic voice in your world. And when you can find that authentic voice in your world, that is the first steps to becoming, braving your story. If you love this and you say, Jedi, how can I engage you to have a coach to go with me on this journey? I want to welcome you into my coaching program, where I take you one-on-one or one in the small groups, where I help you journey through and discovery, having this conversation with you, very authentic conversation, to go deeper with you, to help you unravel who you are on the inside. And that's the beauty about finding who you are. And I love to have a conversation with you. And this is not for everyone. This is only for individuals who say, yes, I've made a commitment, I really want this for myself, I'm going to take this next few months together to unravel who I am and to live my life out, live out the authentic self, live out the genuine self, live out the self where I can brave my story and not be afraid of what others think, but just be true to who I am on the inside. It's not about shouting out to the world, it's about first being aligned, congruent, coherent to who you are on the inside of you. So if you love this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, tag someone in this video as well, because you know what, someone needs to hear this message. Until next time, this is Jedi here at Coaching Genius Live. I will see you really soon.